What is up, everybody? I hope you are having a lovely, lovely day. But it's the beginning of June, which means that one, it's Pride Month, but two, it is time to talk about what I read in May. That being said, I will just say randomly, not randomly, I did think about it. One, happy Pride Month. I hope that everyone's safe out there. I hope no matter who you are, whether you are a guy that likes guys, a girl that likes girls, a person that likes both, or a person that likes, other people. If you are a trans man, a trans woman, non-binary, pan, whoever, my asexual peeps, I hope that you are having a lovely and safe Pride Month, and I hope that you just have the best time of your life, and I hope that you stay safe. But not going to be talking about June right now, because today I'm going to be talking about what I read last month, because this is a manga log that I have for May. That being said, I didn't read that many volumes or did that much. I'm trying to cut back on the amount of manga that I read as well as buy, because I need to save up some money to do other things and live my life and pay bills. But there's a lot of good shit coming out, so it's a little bit hard. But I'm going to just say this right now. I'm going to be not buying as much. As a result, not going to be putting out as many, not putting, words. I'm not going to be reading as much for these logs. But the stuff that I do read, I will put on this. And that's just, life. So, without further ado, in the month of May, I read a grand total of 31 volumes. Like I said, not that much. Had no comics and only finished one. So, yeah, not as much. It definitely pales in comparison to January. I always get, for some strange reason, I mix up January and June in my mind. So, with that being said, let me go on to explain the one thing that I finished, which won't take too long. So, transition. Alright, on to the one that I did finish, the manga that was the only thing that I finished this month. Well, May. You know what I mean. And that is, do you like the nerdy nurse? This is just a simple, omnibus type deal. It's essentially follows a middle schooler, and the nurse is kind of hot, apparently, and everyone likes her, but she's really nerdy. She's an otaku. And yeah, I like the art style. It's kind of good. Definitely is that pretty good art style. And yeah, she mostly just talks about different freaking manga that she's read, and yeah, it's great. It's great. I don't know what else to say. It's not that crazy, but it's good. One day I'll figure out how to, talk more. One day I'll do that, but not today. Today I'll just go on to other manga that I had started reading this month. Goodbye. Well, not goodbye. I'm gonna, you know what I mean. Okay, on to manga that I have started this month. I will say, not that many, but it's life. And like I said before. So, first one is a chunky one, and that is the Rose of Versailles. This chunk. There's only 5 volumes of this, I know that much. But it's pretty old, I guess. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, it came out maybe in the 80s. Right, when did this come out? I think the Rose began serial late in 1972. I thought it was in the 80s. No, it's in the 70s. So essentially, it's a slight retelling of the events surrounding, Marie Antoinette and King Louis, of France. Yeah, you know what's going to happen. People are going to die. But it's a pretty interesting one. It also has, I think, I don't know too much about all the events. I only know like a broad general sense of the events that happened during that time. Oscar, who is right there, they're great. They were born a woman but raised as a son because reasons. I don't know. It's great. The art style is definitely dated, but it doesn't mean that it's not good. You definitely feel like it's dated. The eyes just seem a little too big and a little too sparkly. And everyone looks effeminate unless it's supposed to be absolutely sure that it's a guy. Then they look slightly less effeminate. What I'm saying is, I have heard, and also some of the characters' faces look similar. But I did like it. It is a very, very steep price, sitting at almost $40 per volume, you know. Ooh. Yeah, right there. Yeah. So try to get it cheap when you can. But yeah, it was solid. It took a lot longer to read because I don't know if you saw, but there's like a lot of text per page. It almost felt like I was, you know, reading a normal novel, but yeah. Funny scene. But yeah. Also, King Louis definitely, you know, didn't have any problems. Like they said, he just didn't want to fuck anyone. I know what it feels like. Anyways, from there, I read this one, which I saw online. Some people reading. And I was like, yeah, it seems interesting. And that's Mama AKUMA, where essentially this demon, Seri, however you pronounce Seere, is called to the human world by this young girl who just wants a mama and is like, hey, be my mother. And insanity ensues. It's very funny. The art style is pretty good. I like it. It's pretty great. And yeah. It also made me laugh a lot. I don't know. I could look through the pages and all that, but yeah. Yeah, the first part right here is just like, hey, be my mama. And this is great. It's great. I love it. It's funny. It's adorable. I wish there was more. But only one so far. I don't know how long it's going to last, but yeah, it is what it is. This one, because I thought it was ridiculous, just based off of the name, it made me want to play a muscle wizard, which is, muscles are better than magic. This is not an isekai, which is surprising. But instead, this guy, Yuri, went into a forest called the Forest of Death, and decided to train the ever-loving fuck out of his body to the point where his muscles negate magic somehow. And then eventually this elf girl whose name is Philia comes to the forest, and she's really good at magic, and it's essentially a rom-com, I would guess. I don't know. I think that she likes him like most things in anime and all that. But yeah, it was also kind of funny because of situations where they're just like, you can't be that strong, you can't use magic in town, and he's just like, I didn't. I just punched the air and created fire, you know, as you do. I don't know which page that is, but he definitely did that. And he can do a lot of other shit. But yeah, it's crazy. It's funny. It's stupid. And I love it. And I'll probably get more of the volumes as they come out. So muscles are better than magic. I wish I had a lot more muscles, but you know what it is. I I need to work out more, but I don't want to. Next up is Call of the Night. This one was a very interesting one. Essentially, this guy, Ko, is like an insomniac, and then he one day out walking meets this vampire named Nazuna. I'm terrible at names. And is essentially like, hey, turn me into a vampire, that'd be cool. And it's great. I like it. The art style is pretty great. Pretty interesting to say the least. Where is a good freaking image? There was a good one. Good panel. Good. Super good. Yeah. This one. Where it's great. I like the art. It's definitely not over the top crazy, but I like it. I can't remember if I've read anything by this person before. Kotoyama? Whoever that is. But I like it. I'll probably get more of it at some point. Not anytime soon, but you know what I mean. Next up is this one. I love it. It is Superwomen in Love. Specifically Honey Trap and Rabbit. Essentially, it's great. It's a Yuri, which is very thematic for the time. Essentially, this super villainess named Honey Trap, it was about to take down the superhero Rabbit, aka Hanojo Hayate, who, you know, was the hero Rabbit. And as soon as Honey Trap saw her face, she fell in love. She's like, oh shit, she my type. That is essentially what happened. I'm not fucking with you. Yeah. The few color pages. Like, as soon as she saw her face, she was like, oh fuck, she my type. But yeah, loved it. I really did like it. It was also funny at points. The art style is pretty great. Would like more of it, and it's essentially just like, hey, when is Rabbit going to realize that Honey Trap likes her? Anytime soon? No. I hope so, but it's great. I love it. They're funny. The other characters are funny. Yeah. So from there is this one, which I picked up because it was an interesting concept, which is Zom 100, the bucket list of the dead, which is great. I do like zombies. Pretty good. Shout out to Zombie 2 from The Devil Wears Prada. Good fucking EP. Anyways, this one is essentially this guy, Akira, is a wage slave, a corporate slave. You know how it is. Just worked at this IT company for days, weeks, months, years, 3 years to be exact, and is essentially just like so dead inside that he wants to actually die. And then the zombie apocalypse happens, and he's like, oh fuck, I have paid time off. I have fucking paid time off. Granted, he doesn't have paid time off because the company is no longer working. But yeah, it is essentially his story of the fact that he goes from this normal everyday salaryman to, oh shit, the zombie outbreak is happening, but he doesn't have to work anymore, and he's super fucking happy, and he's just trying to live his life before he gets bitten and turns into a zombie himself. And he has a bucket list to do where he's just like, I want to do this, and this before I eventually die. Hopefully I do. And it's funny, it's great, and he is just full of happiness and joy. So, yeah. Those were the manga that I have started reading this month. Good pile. There's a few others, but I may or may not continue reading them. So, on to the stuff that I have been continuing to read this month. I think I'll exit off this side. Okay, onto manga that I've been continuing to read this month, where there's a few, but mainly one that I got a good portion of it. I read 4 volumes of this one series this month, and that is YONA of the Dawn. I read volumes 14 through 18 this month. And on my pile, I have up to 20. So at some point, I'll read those. But I really love the story, the backstory of certain characters that were revealed. I'm just going to say Zeno. And essentially, every character is really developing. I like them. They're great. It doesn't feel overly like, oh man, every character just loves Yona. Because that's how it works in most harem. But yeah, definitely like this. Definitely would recommend anyone that is thinking of even reading shoujo to read it, because it's great. Really recommend it. Even if you've never read shoujo, read this, because it's great. It has action scenes that are pretty good, and some bloody parts in it. But yeah, go out, read it. I would say more about the story so far, but don't want to spoil too much. From there, we have one that I have picked up randomly here and there, but yeah, and that is How to Treat Magical Beasts, Volume 3. I don't think I've ever talked about this series on my channel, but essentially this girl, Zaxafa? I don't know how to actually pronounce her name, but she's essentially a sorceress, and she lives in a world that's slowly having less and less magic and more industrial, but is still treating magical beasts as a veterinarian assistant with the help of her master, So it's really good. There's more intrigue that is happening, and also the designs of certain animals are kind of cool, as well as the, in itself, it is very good art design. Like it. There's a gargoyle. It's great. But yeah, really enjoy it. It sometimes gets a little bit dark, but art, I like it. From there, I think I've mentioned it here or there, but is So I'm a Spider, So What? Volume 9. It's an isekai, obviously, but it definitely fits better with the slow build type deal. Like, the main character, dang it, what's her name? Damn, I forgot her name. I am an idiot. Well, the main character is a spider. I can't remember her name, I'm sorry. But, she, gets reborn into this world, and she's, just doing her thing. Trying to not die as she is a spider. And is very competent at using her abilities to grow and advance and do a lot of great stuff. And it's getting interesting, and definitely would recommend this. I definitely talk a little bit more about why I like this sort of a style where the character is slowly growing and doesn't get all their fucking powers right away. I did that in my Problem of Isekai video. So go read it if you want a good isekai that does slow, good development. Yeah. From there, I read this one. I started reading the first one last month, but I didn't feel like talking about it until I read a little bit more. Specifically, I read 2 and 3, which I think are the only ones that are out right now. And that is, I'm probably going to butcher this name, that is Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. And essentially, it revolves around this pair. Shikimori-san and Izumi-kun are essentially dating, but Izumi-kun is a fucking klutz and just has the worst fucking bad luck ever. But good thing he's dating an awesome girl that is super awesome and deals with a lot of the problems that are around him with ease. So yeah, definitely like her. Definitely like her, and the fact that she's cool and has a lot of awesome panels, but it's also funny at times. Let me see. What is a good fucking Yeah. She essentially does like says that, and he freaks out. She's just like, God, you're fucking awesome. I love that. Not every story has to have the guy be saving the day. Like a female and the relationship can do other things, or the other partner. If you are insecure in that, then so be it. You know, whatever. They'll find a better person for you. But yeah, they both love each other. It's great. It's adorable. And I hope for all the best. You know, I just want them to be happy. So from there, we have another isekai. I definitely talked about this one in my top 5 isekai manga stuff. That was a while back. But this one is The Ascendance of a Bookworm. This is specifically part 1 of the story, but volume 4 of it. And essentially, Ascendance of a Bookworm, I'll do anything to become a librarian. Follows the story of a girl who dies. She just loves books. And eventually, she gets reborn. Not reborn, but put into the body of this girl who was really sick. And in a world that doesn't really have that many available books. Because it's sort of like early Middle Ages, where books were mostly seen as a luxury instead of something that you could easily get. So, yeah. I definitely like it because recently within the story, someone found out that she is not mine, who is the girl that she is now inhabiting, and it definitely is good because you go. It definitely brings up the points where it's like, okay, how do you know all this shit? You were like a 6-year-old, and now you're essentially doing shit that a 22-year-old is doing and has a lot more knowledge than anyone should have around this time period. It's really good. The anime obviously has a little bit more of a more story built out of it, but the light novels are farther along, obviously, because they don't need to draw as much. But yeah, really like them. Really like this. Like the story, where it's going. Would like more of it as usual. So yeah, these are the ones that I've read. Oh man, that was stupid of me. I put them in 2 different directions. Wow, you are a dingus, bearded. So, yeah, these are the lovely ones that I would recommend you read because I've been reading them for a good portion. Some of them for a while. Other of them, you know, just really started last month. So, yeah, go out, read it, hit my computer. But, yeah, I will now walk off screen and talk about the ending of the video. Yep. So, with all of that, that is the end of the video. Again, I hope that you enjoyed it. As a reminder, I won't be buying as much manga, which means that these videos will not have as much new things. And if I do have new things, I may actually start rereading some stuff that I have that I may start being able to do now that I'm not going to be buying as much. But that being said, I hope that you do have a lovely Pride Month. And, you know, if you are within the LGBTQIA plus community, I hope that this channel is a safe place for you, that you can come talk about your manga that you like, because, you know, as someone who is ace themselves, you're perfectly fine whoever you love, and you deserve to be loved. So, yes. Now then, I'm going to go play some Mass Effect. And that's it. Hopefully you have a lovely day, lovely month, lovely year. Go out, read some manga, and stay safe. So, goodbye.